All right, let's see what's popping with you and the dating game. See what the divine wants and needs you to know. Divine may have three best cards for the energy of the person that our loved one is dating, please. All right, my darling, I do hope all is well. So let's take a gander at your guy or your gal. Now, coming in is energy of the priest, spiritual and unattainable, married to the faith or to their faith with no room for others. Then you have the yoga instructor, flexible and zen. They'll help you find your center as long as it's near them. And then the bartender, smooth and charming. They remember your drink, though maybe not your name. Okay. You're dealing with a flower child or a flower kid, literally, figuratively, so on and so forth, etc., etc., etc. You all could have met in a type of spiritual or new age type of retreat type of energy, meaning like you were either, and that could be in any place, like literally a location. You were in the bookstore at Barnes and Nobles in that section. Like you've met this person on what would be considered the spiritual path. Like you're moving away from traditional forms of religion while still influenced and deeply rooted in believing in those systems, but you're also looking for a little bit of a different type of understanding too, a depth to it, if you will, a little more curious. So nothing type of cultish, just curiosity, like what's going on elsewhere. What are the other influences? What type of other spiritual connections are available to me or could be available to me? Now the bartender is here where there's an energy of a recovery somewhere. So very much wants a person that is trying to completely change course of what their life once was. So that's something to be concerned about in a way, because they may just be substituting one obsession or addictive thing energy toward to something new with the because the priest energy, spiritual and unattainable, married to their faith with no room for others. That's going to happen, like in the sense of if you violates a principle or a tenet of something that they feel is very important to their spiritual dynamic at this point, they would be willing to have take issue with it, loud issue with it, if you will. So let's see. Let's get some more details out here. What the divine wants and needs you to know. Deep breath, darling. Open mind, open heart. See what the messages are. All right. Starting out, Five of Cups. You've had some recent misalignments with this person emotionally in three different locations, three different situations. One being a public facing one, the other two conversations or arguments that have been recurring. You still have hope because this is your past. Two of Cups would be towards your future. You still have hope that the two of you all can find a union and come back into the energy that you were in, or come back into tune in that energy and frequency that you were in when you first started dating and seeing each other and talking with each other. Seems like it was a very exciting time because you're starting off with the priest and then the yoga instructor. So this person was coming in, they may be a little bit deeper into their spiritual curiosity and therefore their journey than you are, and they have a little bit more knowledge and a little more experience in letting you know what you can kind of expect and how to navigate certain aspects of, you know, the journey of spirituality, or learning a little bit more about spirituality, etc. So they have a very unique connection you do you to you and to where you are in on your life path at this time in your life's journey. And that's how you all connected. Now the Six of Swords with this Page of Pentacles in reverse. The Page of Pentacles in reverse is an offer that is either on hold or was rejected, and reasons were given. The Six of Swords, though, is where where that energy of this Five of Cups is looming, of not being able to move forward. And Six of Swords, it feels like being stuck in this kind of like loop. Okay. Of this limbo of going back and forth between, extreme high, extreme low in terms of your communication with each other at this time. Then the Eight of Cups is in reverse of neither one of you have this willingness to walk away from each other, because you're both still trying to, like, in a way, chasing the dragon, if you will, like the emotional dragon of where you guys once were. You want that back. There's something, and you feel like there's something that you're doing that from your past that is bringing up this space of disconnect. So in a lot of ways, not dealing with what at real time, at present, what's happening, more so looking backwards in both of your histories and figuring out what's being tricked, trying to figure out what's being triggered or what's coming up, which is not allowing for you to pay attention to what is going on at present. This could be something entirely new, but because it is somehow uncomfortable, or it has some discomfort or conflict involved, automatically you think it's something wrong with some baggage that you're carrying. Well, it really could literally be like, this ain't what it is, right? Like, directly between me and you, this ain't what it is. It ain't about nothing that's in my bag. Like, bro, this ain't what it is. Sis, this ain't what it is. The Hierophant being in reverse, which is causing this, everything now, it feels like energetically is on pause. Okay. Y'all are on pause. You're kind of, even when you discuss things, this Five of Wands clarifying this Five of Cups, a lot of change, conflict, and expansion. There's a big bang happening right now. And that misalignment energy of, something has in some kind of way hit hard, like, like that deep pothole that just come out of nowhere. You're like, what the? Jars you a little bit, may shake a little bit of the liquid out your cup. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing like that. No. Three of Pentacles is in reverse under the Six of Swords. Again, not moving forward mentally, still in the space of troubled waters, or the storm, if you will. Now, it may be dying down in terms of the verbal conflict that you all have been having over it. Now it's getting to that place of, I just don't want to talk about it, which is natural. That leaves place for a little bit more processing. But how are you processing? Are you processing in a part of fair resolution and emotional clarity, or just winner take all? It's win or lose. Okay. The Three of Pentacles is in reverse, is not coming together in the environment, not an unwillingness to meet each other face to face, eye to eye, because there is a thing of when you guys are in each other's physical presence that you're not as standoffish, as you're not able to kind of hide yourselves or ignore what's really going on, if you will. But denying that access is allowing the argument and the conflict to keep going, and in a lot of ways grow, because conflict eventually is going to, especially long-term unresolved conflict, is going to lead to resentment, and resentment then leads to the evaporation of trust. Slowly but surely things are going to unweave until you get to the place of now you find yourselves in opposition to each other, or having an enemy energy towards each other, because you're feeling unsafe and this person threatens your safety, and now we got to go to war. So just saying that if this energy persists, it may devolve to that. Okay. The Four of Swords clarifying in reverse, clarifying the Page of Pentacles. It's like, there's no need to further think about this denial here. And this very well may be where all of this energy is stemming from. Not wanting to let go of the relationship, but whatever was offered or discussed or whatever, it's like, it's not good enough. This is not the offer I want, or this is not, we're better than this. Okay. The Four of Swords with the Seven of Cups in reverse under the Eight of Cups in reverse. There's no issue or reservations with you all wanting to stay with each other. On either side, it feels like that's not really what it's about, but it is about the other. It feels like it's more so about everybody getting what they want, which cooperate, collaborate, negotiate. Got to agree to cooperate, to come together, to even have this conversation, to get this Three of Pentacles and this Six of Swords in the upright, so that you can begin to work together with your strengths and create a new process forward. Which this crowning pentacle here would be this page of this offer here, which then allows but this has to come too. Like, you both have to be in an understanding state of, okay, we're both ready to move forward. We've dealt with what caused the storm. Now we want to use what the storm has given us to create abundance in the environment. A lot of rain, a lot of storm, a lot of humidity. At first, when you're dealing with it, it's like, I don't want to deal with any of that water, rain, mud, sludge. But beautiful things come from that. So this Page of Pentacles and this offer could get back into the upright, because this Nine of Pentacles is here, challenging the Hierophant in reverse. This feels like the forward-facing, like egocentric, more so energy of to say, well, I tell you what, this is going to move. My life and my lifestyle is going to continue to move on and go up, whether we're dealing with each other or not. And that may be where that energy of, remember, it's win or lose. It's not cooperate, collaborate, negotiate. It's win, lose. That's it. And this is the face you're showing up. I'm together with mine. I would like us to come together, but at the same time, not that where it's going to cost us a whole bunch of, headache and grief. You really like and respect the person enough that, and at the same time, that is an in-your-face type energy too. Like, whatever, like, okay, well, if it's not what you want, it's not what you want. I'll be straight. All right. Divine, may we have 4 cards for guidance moving forward? So 8 of Pentacles over this 5 of Cups and this 5 of Swords. You do want to continue to expand and grow with each other. That's clear. 8 of Cups is in reverse. 7 of Cups is in reverse. Still got all the care, the romantic, passionate energy, desire to be with each other. Okay. This conflict emotionally and in the environment, in terms of a willingness to fight for what each of you both want from each other. This 8 of Pentacles is where it's energy of, you need to convert that energy. How are you going to do that? Right? Where you can come out of this emotional conflict and this verbal conflict or conflict in action, be it where you are hostile when you in each other's presence, and not hostile like you're attacking each other. Dear God, I hope not. But more so like, you know, when you're around somebody, you just like, ugh, it's just like that. To begin to soften the energy and realize that this is a person that you care for, that you love, and that you are building trust with. And so in doing so, those are very wonderful things to build, but they're also very sensitive areas to be in too. And sometimes you're going to step on each other's toes at the same time. And apparently that's what happened here, it feels like. So, but now how do you can transform that energy and allow you guys to come together to be able to communicate, to understand what to do when you find yourself at this type of face-off, how to fight fair, and how to expand and still move forward in a positive direction, and having this as a part of your history to remind you of the things that you've made it through and triumphed over versus the things that held you back and threw you off track. Okay, the 9 of Swords is here clarifying the 6 of Swords and this 3 of Pentacles in reverse, moving forward in guidance in terms of like, there's going to be some sleepless nights about this. Because now you're coming into the space, it feels like, or you will be, of where it's no longer about where you're right, they're wrong, but more so about what you stand to lose and what you could gain. And so that's where that anxiety is going to come up over. But it's still going to be places of, again, where you can transform the energy of anxiety. If you are going to be up about it, think about the ways that you can triumph and balance the story out. Like, understand where you both went wrong. And then understand how you can begin to formulate your process to get things to get back correct. Like, shift your thoughts from the problem to a solution. When you get into an anxious space, transform the energy, utilize it. So when you come out of that state, you're a little bit better. You got a plan. Now, Ten of Cups is clarifying, Page of Pentacles, and this Four of Swords in reverse. Really good. Mutual willingness and wanting of coming together and having a happy and harmonious relationship with each other. Really wanting that and willing to do work for that, etc. This Page of Pentacles to this Four of Swords in reverse. Like, there was no question of, I guess, what was being asked, this offer, but it may have been too soon. It may have had, something was off with it. But the Four of Swords is like, with this Ten of Cups is here, you still want the freedom to move forward with each other. You still see that happy-go-lucky, loving, caring future with, its trials and tribulations, but ultimately Ten of Cups is what you envision with this person and each other, apparently. But it comes with the willingness to do the work, and it looks like that's what you're gearing up to do, or at least to let them know you're willing to do. Now they got to do their part, and they got to be fair. Death card clarifying the Eight of Cups to the Seven of Cups. Transformative energy on this, because now there is this clarity for both of you all that you really do want to be in each other's lives romantically and have a relationship in a deeper, more profound way. And whatever that means for y'all. Like, you want something more solid. You want to make sure this person clearly understands you on the team. Like, you really, like, you know what I mean? Make it clear. Make it plain. And then the Hierophant, clarify, or the Judgment in reverse, clarifying Hierophant in reverse to the Nine of Pentacles. For yourself, I feel like the Divine has asked you, don't be so quick to hop to judgment and decide you want to cut this person off. And don't beat yourself up, because the truth be told, you really don't. That's your defense system saying to you, hey, we out of here. No. But at the same time, also know that it was just a shadow. And it scared you. It shook you for a minute, and that's okay. But in communication with the divinity within yourself, and come into more clarity about your self-awareness and where you have your hand in this, and also where you know that you can create a space for it to be something that is worth your time, effort, and energy. It'll make you all better and not tear you down. It depends on the way you transform the energy around you and how you see yourself and in it. Reserve judgment for yourself, just because there is a moment where you felt like, forget it, F it, I could do better. I could be like not dealing with this, right? Whatever. I could just cut it short, let it go, cut it out, be done. But at the same time, you also know, no, there's something here worth the effort. And so that's what you should not be ashamed or in conflict with yourself about doing it. Don't judge yourself because you're trying to come back to the table and say, okay, hold on, can we fix it? Before I just be like, whatever. I'm uncomfortable, I don't like it, but at the same time, if we talk about it, if we work through it, if we cooperate, if we collaborate, if we negotiate, can we fix it? Can we move forward and get back to where we get this Page of Pentacles up, right? We both get what we want, and we both understand what we want, and we can move towards the next phase in this dating game that we're in. Okay? All right, so that is your session. I hope it is of assistance to you. And do remember, the back then is not now. Always be in harmony with your surroundings. Stay sucker free. Hope to see you again.